welcome back. So what we're looking at today is 6.5 multiplying a decimal by a small whole number. So what we want to do is we want to find 23 hundredths times 5. So this is like what we were doing yesterday, except instead of having the grids, we're actually taking and multiplying this out. So we're going to start by, well, maybe if my pen decides to work. 0.23 times 5. So we're going to multiply this like normal. So 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. And 5 times 0 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. So now we have this 115. What we need to take and do is figure out where the decimal goes. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh, we just carry it straight down like we would with adding and subtracting. No, that's not the case, not necessarily. So we look at how many decimal places we have. So we've got 1, 2. We have 2 numbers after the decimal. So that means starting from back here, we're going to go 1, 2, and this is our decimal right here. So in this case, it did just follow straight through. Now, like when we were adding and subtracting, we had to take and line up our whole numbers. So the 5 and the 0 would have been lined up. We don't do that with multiplication. Multiplication, you set it up just like this. You can basically kind of ignore the decimal until the very end, okay? So now we want to find 78 hundredths times 4. So 0.78 times 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 3 is 31. Woo. Sorry, I don't know why it does this sometimes. 31. That's what I said, right? Yeah. And then 4 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. 2 numbers after the decimal. 1, 2. 312 is our answer. Or 312. 3 and 12 hundredths is our answer because we have our decimal in there. All right, let's look at another one. So all the same, we're just taking and multiplying like we would as though these were just regular whole numbers, but we've got that decimal in there that we have to deal with. So 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. We have 2 numbers after the decimal, so we go 1, 2. So it's 1 and 35 hundredths. For this one, 7, 8 times 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. Carry the 1. 2 times 7 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. Carry the 1. 2 times 0 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. Once again, 2 numbers after the decimal. So we go 1, 2. There's our decimal, if it'll write. 1 and 56 hundredths. All right, now here we have maybe 123 thousandths times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. Carry the 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 6 times 0 is 0. So now look, we've got 1, 2, 3 places after the decimal. So we go 1, 2, 3. And there's our decimal and our solution. All right, our last one here. We have 3/10 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So we put a 1 down, we carry the 2. 7 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. We have one number after the decimal, so we move to right there. There is our decimal. So you're multiplying these like you would any other numbers or any other multiplication problems, but then you have to take and move the decimal and include that decimal. So counting how many decimal places there are in the original problem and moving the correct amount in the solution, so in the product. Okay? Your keyword for this lesson is decimal. Decimal is your keyword for this lesson. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day, guys.